Good afternoon, I'm Fletch. I've decided to start documenting my fishing sessions just for my own enjoyment and own fun, and if people start to enjoy it and watch it and engage with it, then great. I, like many people, started fishing when I was a little boy. My granddad would take me fishing, carp fishing, usually on a whip or a pole. He soon taught me how to use a rod and a reel. And that's all I knew about fishing at that stage, was catching carp using bait. And then I grow up, I became a teenager, I stopped fishing as much. I stopped fishing completely until, like a lot of people around sort of lockdown, I was looking for something to do, and I picked it back up again. But then I started doing research on different types of fishing, and I discovered lure fishing, and for me it's my favourite thing to do. I love lure fishing. There's something about catching a fish on a fake thing that isn't food already that, I don't know, it tunes into me on to gather a history or something. I don't know, I love it. I mainly lure fish now. I will go carp fishing occasionally just to relax and go to a fishery, and it's guaranteed a catch at those places. You never blank at those places that I go to anyway. But yeah, for me, this is my new fishing passion, is lure fishing. I'd say I'm still quite new to it. I'm still making loads of mistakes. I'm still learning the best ways to do things. But I come out and I have some success sometimes, and I get a right buzz from it. Today I'm just doing what I know, and I'm using my favourite lure that I've had the most success with, an ultralight rod, a 1000 reel. I'll link all the bits and bobs that I'm using, but what I love about it is you come out with your backpack, your rod, your net. I've even got a little unhooking mat. It's very lightweight. With carp fishing, you've got like quite a lot of gear on you, whereas this is quite lightweight. You can move up and down. It's quite active. Keep my steps up. And so I'm targeting perch today, and hopefully I don't catch a pike, because it's not really the right climate for it. The only thing I'm catching today is weed, and not the good kind of weed, you know what I'm saying? It's important not to reel in too fast. If I'm targeting perch, that I take, no, a weed. Can make it into a salad. Could still eat technically if I was on a hunter-gatherer mission, Bits of seaweed. Well, I won't want to eat anything out of this canal, to be honest. Ever. Yeah, I guess if I do blank, and if this was a survival situation, and there's plenty of raspberries and other things to eat, I could eat flipping weeds and raspberries, and I wouldn't go hungry. Delicious. Oh yeah, more weed. Woo! To accumulate more and more weeds. There was a little spot over there where there was a lot less sort of greenery, so I might go check that out, because at the moment it's not ideal, is it? I spotted some tiny little perch just a little couple of meters away, so I'm gonna go and look for them. And even if I can catch a tiny little perch, that's all I want. That's all I'm happy for. So what I want, I don't care if it's this big, I want perch. I don't care what size, I'll enjoy it nonetheless. If I come away as a blank, I'll be fuming. Honestly, the weeds are doing my head in, ruining it. If you go to each spot, you stay there 10 minutes, cast out a few times, and if you're not having any luck, it's just, the great thing about lure fishing is you can just move on, find a different spot and give it a go. It's a bit of a lottery, I guess, sometimes. I mean, I guess there's some skill in it, but I haven't got any of that skill, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure I will one day. But at the moment, for me, it's just a bit of trial and error. These grasses are great. Oh, I'm just gonna chance a few casts. Can't see anything, but maybe there's something down there. Oh, there's something following it. There was there was a fish following that then. Oh, there's still a fish following it. It's definitely a perch. I'm gonna slow down, keep its curiosity. Oh yeah, there's a fish right on it. That's what we want. The fish have seen it, they're following it. And now I need to trick it. I'm gonna recast. I'm gonna go a little further out, bring it in slowly. It helps when you can see what's going on. But I always thought, if I can see them, can they see me? And are they clever enough to know that I'm fishing them? You know what I mean? I'm really hoping I don't catch a pike. I've definitely caught pike here before with the same lure. I'm not targeting pike, but at this time of year I want to leave the pike alone. I don't know if you know the reason for that. The reason I learned recently was in the heat there's less oxygen in the water, and correct me if I'm wrong, the pike can't handle a fight as much, and it can like really send them off into a downward spiral if you catch one and you fight it for too long and you need to put it back in the water and rest it. It's best not to bring them out of the water at all, but catching a pike this time of year can really harm them, and I didn't really know that until recently, but yeah, it's definitely that. The reason I learned about that was because I have a kayak and I want to try and do some kayak fishing. I'll definitely film it if I get the opportunity to do it, but I can't kayak fish in a lot of these waters anyway. The fishery that run this stretch of water don't allow boat fishing at all, which I kind of wish they'd reconsider, especially on the canals and the rivers, because I think it'd be great. Go out in my kayak. I understand they can't say yes to me alone, otherwise I'd have to say yes to everyone. So I've spoken to a bailiff and he said, look, you can have a kayak or you can fish, you can't do both. It's a shame I've got a fishing kayak then, isn't it? Because that is the reality. But I ain't going to give up. I'm going to find a place where I can legally fish off my kayak. And I found that, you know, there's a reservoir that will allow you to do it, but interestingly it's all fly fishing for trout. But at certain times of the year, September to November, you are allowed to fish. Or is it September to October? I can't remember. You are allowed to fish for predators, so for pike, using lures at those reservoirs. And it got me wondering, well, why only those times of the years? And then I learnt why, and it was because the pike don't handle the heat very well. So that was news to me. And I understand that there's river spawning seasons where you can't fish on the river, but what I find interesting about that is the same fish live in the canal, yet you can fish the canal all year round. There's nothing stopping you. And I generally care about the fish, so it's not like I want to harm them. So with that in mind, oh, that was a take. That was a bite. I missed it though. I was too busy waffling on. Let's try again. It's the first interest I've had all day on my lure, so we're going to keep going for that. My girlfriend and me got me a fly fishing lesson last year, and me being me, I went out and bought all the fly fishing kit and I never went again. And that's because for me it was like trying to get my head around the rules and where you can do it and what time of year you can do it. It just put me off it a little bit, but I've had a second wind this year and I really want to give it a go. And I've done some research. I've actually gone out my way to do some research, and I've learnt that where I can go fishing, what time of year, whether it's off a boat or the bank. I know where I'm going to go, so I might even go this week actually if the weather's looking good. The chance of me catching anything on a fly at this stage is very slim because I've barely done it. My technique's awful, but I'll film it and we can learn together. If anyone's watching and they're interested, they can and know more about it than me, they can give me some tips. But Bloody weeds. That little bit of bite I had a minute ago has got me buzzed. I need that fish to go for it. But yeah, my ideal with fly fishing for me, it's the same as lure fishing. You're tricking the fish. Way, we've got way. Come on. I'm gonna tie it up. That's a perch. Oh, there's another perch behind it, a bigger one. Oh no! Lost it. I'm gonna get my net ready because I'm in a spot now where I love this net. You ready? Because the water is quite shallow at the minute because it's been really hot. I don't want to lift the fish out the water if I can help it. So I've got this nice long net which I'm going to just put down here for now, and hopefully when that happens again I'll have a chance of bringing it in. But that's got me buzzed. Let's do this. Come on, little perchies. I'm happy that the perch is going for it. It's exactly what I'm targeting. So for me, now I just need one to stick. After that as well, I'm worried that, I mean, maybe the fish aren't this clever, but like, is that perch now going to go and tell all the other perch that this isn't a nice bit of food and it's actually a trick? And now they're all going to know that it's not good. Another thing I've done with these lures is I've squashed the barbs. I wouldn't have lost that fish if it was barbs, but the thing is that, like I said earlier, I care about the fish. I want them. I don't want to harm them. I'm catching and releasing. I'm doing it for sport. It doesn't matter if I lose the odd fish because I've not got a barbed hook. That's fine. I can live with that. What I like about perch is they're very similar to a bass, a bit smaller I guess, but all the kit I'm using today is bass fishing equipment. I've got myself here am I saying it right? A Daiwa B.B.B telescopic travel rod, ultra light lure. It says light action for lures between 0.8 and 5 grams, which is really light. And I love it. It's great. I take it everywhere with me. I've got one for a bait caster, which is a bit more of a medium weight, and I won't use that. Is that fish? No, weeds. Weeds. The bait caster I use, like, if I am targeting pike, I'll probably go for a bigger lure and use that, and it'll obviously handle the bigger fish a bit better. Though I have caught pike on this exact setup a couple of times, and it always surprises me. But you know, if a fish is hungry, it'll go for it. I've come here with a friend before and fished, and I'd be the guy that changes the lure every 5 minutes because I get bored of the lure, and he'd stay on the same lure all day, and his catch rate, well, I'd catch nothing and he'd catch everything. So I'm trying to avoid that. I've picked my lure for the day, and unless it breaks off or gets destroyed completely, I'm sticking with it. I'm not using any other lure, and I'm going to try and make myself do that because I've already proved today that the fish will go for it. I've had 2 takes. I don't need to change it unless the fish are telling each other to avoid it now. But I don't know if they work like that. Do they have conversations like we do? Who knows? Now I'm going to have a little wander up the canal just to see if there's a bit more of a clearer area. Alright. Not bad yet.
Yeah, much.
That boat, it's like the Pope-mobile of boats. If the Pope had a barge, that's what it'd look like. Found myself a new spot. It's not actually on the canal, it's on the river. I've fished here before, but there's a lot less weeds here, so hopefully I can have a better time than I was on the canal, and there's a lot less, well, there's no boats come down here at all, so hopefully we can be left alone and catch some fish. Remember to stay hydrated when you're fishing. Oh yeah, a bit of weed. Woo! I managed to avoid it, but not completely. Getting a bit of a headache, which means I'm not hydrated enough, which means I'm not drinking enough water. I'm gonna move to a different spot. After that little walk, it's nice to have a little bit of a sit. I found there's a little area in here that's got like some steps, and it's a bit going. There's a lot of weeds in this, but I'm gonna try and fish sat for a little minute, just have a little relax. And hopefully we get something, we'll see. That's a weed, 100%. It's the biggest weed of the day, that. The biggest weed of the day. Come back to my original spot, where I got my first bite of the day, after having no luck along this stretch. But it is hot at the minute, so I'm going to take off this shacket. And also I've developed a blister and a headache, so luckily I've brought a first aid kit with me, which will have everything I need to get rid of all of those problems. Well, that's it. De-shacketed, if that's a word, and I'm ready to go. Wind's picking up a bit, so I've run out of water, my headache isn't going, and so I'm going to call it a day. It's been a blank. I got one bite, really, 2 bites maybe, but one that, you know, I saw a fish on, and I pulled the fish out of the water and it jumped off the hook. So they are out there, and the lure does work. It's just a bad day, I guess. I'd keep going if I wasn't starting to get dehydrated, and I think it's important to maintain that. Next time I'll bring more water with me. But it's getting warm now, and so it's time for me to call it a day. I am going to try and get out and do some fly fishing over the next couple of weeks, and I'll document that for sure. So that's it. First video starts with a blank. That's good, isn't it? But you know, it's good to be honest in these situations, and I'm always learning, and my lesson today was to bring more water with me, make sure I can stay hydrated. I've been out in the sun all day, and yeah, I could keep going if I was hydrated. So that's a lesson learned, and if you enjoyed watching, like and subscribe and all that. And I will be bringing out more videos for sure. I'll be trying lots of different types of fishing, doing lots of different types of fishing, and hopefully I have some more luck in the future. Thanks for watching. See ya.